this Urban Meyer's coaching staff, and I've seen a lot of controversy regarding Urban Meyer and the Jacksonville Jaguars coaching staff. He announced the official Jacksonville Jaguars Twitter page announced his entire staff yesterday. I want to cover a few things and maybe go over what to expect and regarding some of these topics. So we know Urban Meyer is coming out of retirement, 2-year hiatus after leaving the Ohio State University for medical reasons. Now he's jumping into the NFL. The more dominant NCAA football Division I head coach that I can think of in this same position that is similar to Urban Meyer is Nick Saban. That's really the one thing that comes to mind. You're so dominant in college, and you jump to the pros. What's going to happen? So he announced his coaching staff. His assistant head coach is former Texas head coach Charlie Strong, and Charlie Strong was not outstanding for the Texas Longhorns at the time. But, he's going to rock with him at the assistant head coach position and the inside linebackers position. He has an offensive coordinator, Darrell Bevell, who has 21 years of experience in the NFL. Also, defensive coordinator Joe Cullens, 15 seasons in the NFL as well. Brian Schneider, the special teams coordinator, 11 seasons leading the Seahawks special teams. His passing game coordinator is Brian Schottenheimer, who has very well known and has a lot of recognition throughout the NFL. Currently left his position or was fired from the Seahawks. His DB's coach is Rutgers, Chris Ash, who was the coach at Rutgers. Tyler Bowen, tight ends coach, co-offensive coordinator at Penn State, another college guy. And then you have another DB's coach who enters his 5th season with the Jaguars, Joe Dana. So some more NFL experience. Offensive quality control, Quentin Ganther. He was the running backs coach at Weber State. So a FCS guy. So another college guy. Assistant linebackers coach, Tony Gilbert, 2 seasons with the Jaguars. He's staying home. Offensive assistant coach, Will Harriger. Previously with the Atlanta Falcons, spent 5 seasons with the Seahawks, so he has some experience with Brian Schottenheimer. Wide receivers coach Sanjay Lal has some experience in the NFL, about 13, 14 seasons, all with very different teams. So an NFL guy right there. Sterling Lucas, assistant defensive line coach, spent last 5 seasons with the Baltimore Ravens. Defensive line coach Tosh Lupoy, previously defensive line coach with Falcons and Browns. So some more NFL guys. Outside linebackers coach Zach Orr, another NFL guy. Then you have Bernie Parmalee, running backs coach, previously coached the running backs for the Falcons and Raiders. Interesting. NFL, another guy. Carlos Polk, special teams assistant, NFL guy. Defensive quality control coach Patrick Riley, NCAA guy, was previously at Alabama. Senior defensive assistant Bob Sutton, previously with the Falcons, another NFL guy. Secondary Tim Walton, Jaguars, another guy they're keeping Jaguars. We're going to keep this rolling. And now we're going to jump into the sport and performance. Now, this is the big juicy one, which is causing a lot of controversy. So Urban Meyer named his director of sport performance Chris Doyle. Now, he served as the head strength and conditioning coach for the University of Iowa from 1999 through 2019. So over 20 years right there. But here's the thing. Your man, Chris Doyle, was fired from Iowa last summer because of racist remarks to players and bullying players. Now, I can tell you this. Nick Saban tried his hard ass, that hard ass personality that he had in college to NFL guys. That's not going to work here in NFL. If you're going to continue that nonsense, those NFL guys will not allow that, and they won't respect you, and they'll get your ass fired quickly. So, Director of Sports Performance Chris Doyle, he hired head of strength and conditioning coach Anthony Schlegel, Ohio State's assistant director of sports performance. So another college guy, Brandon Ireland, spent 4 seasons as the strength and conditioning coach for the Falcons. So you got an NFL guy in there. Adam Potts, another Falcons guy, Cedric Scott. You're staying with the Jaguars. So my thoughts on this, and which is causing a lot of controversy, is he hired a lot of vets, right? That that may not have the flashy names as other teams do. On the lead both sides of the ball, but the thing is, you already have so much controversy regarding around yourself as a person because all of the antics you pulled off leaving Florida, and then you came back, went to Ohio State, did the same thing. What's going to happen when you enter the pros? These players aren't going to allow that. Now, we all know they're going to take Trevor Lawrence at 1. So what's going to happen? Okay. I guarantee you they're going to try that hard-ass mentality that you would happen in college, but that's just not going to fly in the NFL. So, best of luck to Urban Meyer and his coaching staff. But we'll say, man, they have a tough division. Fortunately enough for them, I believe Deshaun Watson should be out of there soon. But you also have Derrick Henry and the Tennessee Titans. You also have the Indianapolis Colts, young secondary, great offensive line out there, still looking for a quarterback. Okay. So things, okay, they could potentially work out. We'll see, though.